Hey, welcome to the G&E Show. Folks, and look, I got a new haircut. Like to know what you think about it.
Which is so weird because you have like this weird stripe
That's
on
because
your head.
that's because
It's
that
a
is
stripe.
That's because this is the right side of my brain that I use constantly. Okay?
So
if you notice, it goes down perfectly. I never believed in the
like
right
a skunk.
Huh?
It's like a skunk. You have like a defined line. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, and one day I'll be able to tell you guys why that happened. You're never gonna believe it. Promise you.
Did you lose a bet to your wife?
Stress. It's stress.
Oh, you mean for the white line?
No. The reason for this is stress.
Britney Spears?
I was hit by the coronavirus in January, by the way. So some of you are like, no, seriously, what is it? I got hit by corona in January.
Whoa.
Huh? And
we don't know that
5G.
to be true, but we do think so.
And we know that the coronavirus has been perpetuated and instigated and populated because of the 5G. So we think this is actually 5G.
That's 5G. Tell
5G
us
on the
GC.
GC.
The corona in January. We were at how many cities? What? Tell me about
Look,
it.
I was in. Johnny, what's up?
He was in Oakland.
7 cities.
Los
4
Angeles,
cities in California.
San
We were in
Diego.
California almost the entire month of January. Arizona and Las Vegas. But the rest of the time we were in Cali. And Cali got.
Johnny just dug in my butt.
Yeah, that's all right, Johnny. Go ahead. What's a brother to do? Okay. I don't know, we were with 20,000 people in seven cities.
Hugging, touching.
Taking selfies, all the stuff that everybody took for granted.
Yeah.
I kind of knew I was in contact with maybe one or two too many people. But so I got really, really sick. We never said that. I never ever tell anybody when I'm sick. But I got, I was down.
Before growth gone. I thought you got sick in the beginning of February.
No. It was the third week in January,
Okay,
January. Yeah. So anyway, today,
and
I lost my hair because of this. By the way,
that is a lie.
I lost my hair. You don't know that.
Because I think
You don't know that. You don't know
I know
that.
the truth behind it.
Okay. So I think this is the long-term effects of the coronavirus.
It's the long-term effects of
But what I want to share with
handling stress,
And
which
today-
brings me to the topic of our show today.
Yes, thank you. Stress, stress. How many people are stressed right now? Stress levels must be going through the freaking. You said the first week of the quarantine, you said there's going to be so many babies 9 months from now. And then somebody else said right away, and so many divorces.
I think I said both.
So
I don't want to take credit for it, but
You might have
maybe
said
I
both.
did.
Yeah, sometimes I think you're multiple personality. So, okay, stress. We're going to talk about it. What is it? What causes it? What do you do about it when you're experiencing it? I looked it up. I'm a big lookup guy.
Me too.
You did? What'd
Yeah,
you come up with? Let me
okay,
see what you
stress. The definition, there was many definitions, but the one I preferred, state of mental or emotional strain or tension resulting from adverse or very demanding circumstances.
See, I like to look up all the definitions, not just the favorite one, okay, that fits. The degree of pressure exerted on a material object measured in units of force. I love that because for me, when I'm feeling stress, I feel like there's a weight, something pushing, exerting against me, okay? Also, I like this third definition, biology, physiological disturbance or damage caused to an organism by adverse circumstances. How many people are feeling stress right now because, hey, I'm worried about my grandfather getting sick. Mm-hmm. I'm worried about, do I get a mask? Can I get toilet paper? Do I have money? Do I have enough money to go? I just lost my job. I just got cut back. What's going to happen to the company? Those are adverse circumstances, right?
That physically, biologically occur in the body? Is that what it says?
It says physiological disturbance or damage caused to an organism. Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm an
that's
organism.
going on. That's right.
And my business, by the way, is an organism.
Yeah.
102 employees, an organism that is getting rocked and shifted and pushed and exerted control on. The real question is, what do you do about it? Stress, by the way, comes from the word, check this out, strict.
The derivation?
The derivation.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
strict.
awesome.
Denoting hardship or force exerted on a person for the purpose of compulsion. Wow. Shortening is a shortening of distress, or partly from Old French narrowness, oppression based on Latin, drawn tight. Okay, also, I don't think anybody's like you're gonna probably experience some kind of stress on this planet when you're getting hit with media, negativity from the media, from both the left, the right, the conspiracy people, the 5G thing. I was making jokes about 5G, but I'm like, were trees dying because of 5G? Did I go bald because of radiation issues?
Yeah, so the definition of stressed out, piggybacking up on your biology, become tense or anxious worry. So how do you prevent yourself, we're going to talk about this, from becoming stressed out?
Call us 305-865-868, 305-865-8668. How do you do it? How do you stay out of stress?
How do I prevent myself from feeling tense or anxious or worry? Well, I use a vision. I've been saying this a lot this week. What is a vision? A vision is the ability to plan for the future based on imagination and wisdom. So I'm able to perceive into the future, run down every worst case scenario, come back to present time and make a plan, a to-do list of what I have to do in order to be who I want to be on the other side of this. What am I doing? I'm drinking my water, I'm taking my vitamins, I'm going on walks, I'm trying to take it easy on people in my household, I'm planning projects for the kids, I'm trying to give them a sense of purpose while all this is going on, I'm writing a book, I'm continuing to do podcasts and make myself relevant and known, I'm hooking up with other like-minded women in my 10X networking call. I've met people from around the world. So that's what I'm doing. I'm preparing myself in all areas so that on the other side of this, I'm like, okay, I have a plan.
So what's the vision? What's the vision thing? What do you do with the vision?
Well, the vision, I take any circumstance, like let's just take the easy one. Who do I want to be on the other side of this? Like what you said, do I want to be bigger, stronger, more unstoppable? Yes. Do I want more integrity, more discipline, more courage on the other side of this? Yes. Okay, so now if that is what I want, what do I have to do today to make me that? How do I have more confidence? Do what you say you're going to do. Make a list. Get the check marks. Do it every single day. Don't use this time to not know what I'm doing, to be effective the news, to binge watch on TV episodes that make me feel more anxious because I don't know what I'm doing. I've come up with a plan. People that have a plan, that are more prepared, tend to feel less stressed about a situation.
Give us a call, 305-865-8668. I love the vision, Elena. Johnny, you got somebody on? I'm having trouble seeing all the way over there. Okay. Huh? Does he have somebody? You can see him, I can't.
I can too. Johnny, do you have anyone on?
He does, hook it up.
He's got his phone twisted.
You got Nicole in Chicago.
Yeah, one way that I handle stress as we bring Nicole on the phone is I just look at, again, I like the worst case scenario thing because I am a worst case scenario person. I'm like, hey, let me just manage the worst case. Mm-hmm. And then I can back into this thing from there. But the other thing that I try to do is get the discipline in my life to what can I control? What can I control? Because I can't control everything. I don't know about the ventilators. I don't know about the ship that shows up empty. They spend all this money to get a ship in New York, another one in LA. They're not going to use it. It's going to cost the taxpayers, millions, probably $25 million or something. That's just, start seeing the waste in this multi-$10 trillion bailout. I'm like, okay, I can't control that. I can't control Corona. I really don't have a lot of control over 5G, what it does, if it does, blah, blah, blah. What can I control today? My workout, when I wake up, when I go to sleep. Just put control in where you can, and you might start experiencing some of the stress backing off. Let's talk to Nicole.
Good morning, you guys. How are you today?
Hey, good, Nicole. Thanks for calling in.
Absolutely. I just want to say firsthand, you both have been a major inspiration to so many people throughout the years. And I think right now this subject with stress is super important to hone in on because there are so many people that have a lot of time on their hands.
Yeah.
So what I've been personally doing is really keeping my mind busy. Normally through our everyday life, we have so many distractions and we have our schedules and routines. So I agree with you. Just taking the bull by its horns and controlling what we can. First thing in the morning is, you set the tone for the rest of your day. So I've learned through you guys and your books is that, definitely 10x what your efforts are. So a lot of the times we can get distracted with our thinking. And so a lot of the times right now what I'm doing is I'm utilizing meditation, letting somebody else guide me, whether it's a guided meditation, that really does soothe the body. Because right now your mind is going to start going on autopilot. And if you are not taking control of that right away in the morning, it can definitely take a toll.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the first thing that I do.
Yeah,
And then,
good. And I think
when
it's a
you
really. I love that. You get that thing, whatever that thing is. It could be a workout. It could be breakfast at the same time, waking up at the same time, showing up somewhere at the same time. Like getting the rituals in, because that puts in some stability. For me, stress is about when there's a lot of uncertainty popping up here and there that I don't. Like new things that I'm like maybe not familiar with. A roller coaster ride would cause stress for me because I don't know where the drop is or how it feels. If I did it enough time, it would probably cause less stress on me.
Absolutely. I feel that right now we have a lot of time with our kids, right? And sometimes when we take the focus off of ourselves and really start to hone in on what can we do. I just took my son yesterday morning and I'm like, show me your brushing your teeth routine. And he showed me, and I was like, hold on a second, we got to revisit that. So that took some time just to hang out with him, focus on, the very basics, and just really enjoy that moment. And it really took my attention off of everything else that I could have worried about. So I think just being in the present moment and distracting yourself with so many different things that we have available at our fingertips, the YouTube, watching people that you really love to listen to and inspire you, and then taking the action, not waiting around anymore, distracting yourself with the positive.
I love
That's
that,
right.
Nicole. Thank you so much for calling in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and the thing. What is your ritual like when you're getting up?
My feet hit the floor at 6 a.m. every morning, if not sooner. And obviously, after I brush my teeth, go to the bathroom, all that stuff, I go to the next room over and I start working on my book. From 6 to 7, 7:20 is when Scarlett wakes up. And from 7:30 to 8:30, it's Scarlett and me. You've been out of town with Sabrina. Otherwise, I would include you in the mix. But yeah, Scarlett and I have an hour of undivided time. And then I continue on with my day from there. I've implemented in our family, as she's going over with the toothbrushing techniques, our to-do list. So I write a to-do list. I make it very important for Scarlett to want to do her to-do list so she isn't just effective all of this. So she has her obligations and she feels a sense of she is control and she is doing things as well, not just being bored all day with the temptation to watch TV, while I might be doing a podcast or other things on my to-do list, which is also equally important for my stress. And so every night, Scarlett and myself and Bobby, who's staying with us, we read over our to-do list, and whoever wins gets to have ice cream after dinner the next day.
And that reduces stress?
It reduces stress, yeah, because you get to see all the things that you've done in the day and how you're working and keeping busy, and then we're all motivated to outdo each other. So we're
You gotta have a
pushed
game,
to
I
do
think.
more.
I think-
It's a game.
Yeah.
It's it's also a way to actually physically see what you're accomplishing.
Yeah.
And now that you and Sabrina got home, y'all are participating
Yeah,
too,
we got
which
home,
is really fun.
Sunday afternoon?
Yeah,
so
on
so
Easter.
we're like coming back into this space, and I was busy for the last 3 weeks, like literally trying to reduce stress in my life, because I'm not going to operate. I don't think anybody operates well while they're under attack. By definition, a disturbance or damage to the organism, right? You're getting things are happening to you when I'm being stressed. Something's happening to me that I'm not fully in control of. So if I can step back, I like what Nicole said about having a ritual to spend some time with herself in the morning. I went and spent some time where I could sit down with another person and say, hey, help me sort through all these scenarios and see what I'm not seeing. Because again, for me, it's the unknown that becomes stressful. It's the unknown. It could be about my daughter.
I
Hey, what's
agree.
going on with her? Could be about my marriage. What's going on with us? It could be about my company. Hey, what's going to happen in this recession thing? It is typically not about stuff that I can put my finger on. Like all the haters that come out and want to play at my party. You're playing at my party, by the way. Thank you for coming to the picnic, okay? You're so necessary. I gotta have you here because you create a lot of fun for me. So I love that because I know how to play with you guys. Yes, it's true. I'm selling the jet, the condo, all the real estate. Everything must be sold this weekend. And I'm looking for a good bankruptcy attorney if you guys know one. So that does not stress me. Now, other people are stressed big time by any criticism. And I used to be. I used to be like it would just introvert me. It would hurt me because I didn't know how to handle it. So again, what I hope you take away today is, one, get some rituals in your life. And number two, understand that stress is about, hey, this is something new to me. Mm-hmm. I remember taking tests in college. I would freak out. It didn't matter whether I knew it or didn't know it, but I would freak out. I would have this thing about, oh, I'm being tested and the grade's going to be. Now I'm like, I don't care what the grade is. I'm good. Mm-hmm. I remember applying for loans and thinking they're not going to lend me money when I knew my credit score was good. I had no history, negative history, but it was like there was this inexperience with knowing what the rules were with the bank. And when my knowingness went down, my ability to cause the outcome to be in my favor went down, at least in my mind. And then I started pulling in stress. Another caller, Johnny?
All righty. You got Robert from Cali.
Robert from the Cali. Man, Cali's got a lot of stress right now. Do y'all have stress in California?
Are you there, Grant?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Good morning to you and your wife. Hey, man, you taught me a lot of things about real estate. I just gotta give you much props. Keep going, 10x everything, man. And hey, I'm gonna do it with the single families, and you gotta keep going, man. You motivated me, changed my life, actually.
Yeah.
So, hey, just hands up.
Bring it down, Johnny. You gotta bring it down.
Just relax and go for it, man.
Yeah. Man, I tell you what, I'd be careful with that single family right now, guys. I've been telling you guys for the last 2 years, if you want less stress in your life, the way to get rid of stress is to add doors. You don't want less doors, you want more doors. The less doors, the fewer doors you have, the more you depend on 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 doors or 10 doors, the more you depend on 10 doors. When there's a contraction, what happens is you don't have as much to take care of you, okay? This is why volumes work. This is why Amazon stock continues to go up, because they have so much volume. They depend on almost no activity. They can literally cut off the sale of masks and still get enough orders for everything else because they're in so many different genres. They started in books and then started adding other verticals. If you really truly want to be financially free would be free of stress financially. This is what we talk about all the time, dude. We're going to have drama in our life. I don't want it around the money. I did that in 2008. I don't want that again. So how do you play the game? Tomorrow afternoon, is it tomorrow or Friday? Yeah, it's Friday. Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock. If you guys would like to attend, I'm going to do this for free. It's going to be a 2-hour training on how to take advantage of this crisis. If you're in stress, you cannot take advantage of anything.
You need a plan.
You need a plan.
You need a plan. A plan solves stress.
Yeah, exactly.
When you feel like you have control and a plan, to be able to plan for the future using imagination and wisdom, you're going to reduce a lot of stress because you have an action, something you can do where you're no longer being a victim of something. You're now in control. And
so what you can do is you could join me Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's completely free. This is a public service announcement. I will show you exactly how to take advantage of this opportunity. We did this 2 weeks ago on how to get restarted. There was 50,000, almost 51,000 people that registered for this. I think about 20,000 people have been through it already. This is brand new. It's live. It's Friday, 3 p.m. Don't miss this.
Where can they see it? GrantCardone.com/training.
Yeah. And what you want to do is you want to make yourself available at 3 o'clock. We are not going to leave this up for people to just watch forever. So you need to come watch it live. You need to, if it's important to you, it's important to you. If it's not, don't bother, okay? 3 o'clock, you'll have access to the material for 24 hours, and then it goes down just like you would a rental, but the difference is you don't pay. And the other difference is this will remove stress from your life. how to take advantage of the stimulus money, how to take
Plan.
advantage, how to create opportunity out of crisis.
Plan.
Okay? How to take advantage of the SBA money.
Plan.
How to take advantage of 5 years of tax returns. Literally go back for the last 5 years since 2015 and pull all the federal taxes you paid for the last 5 years and pull them forward and get rewarded this year.
That's a plan.
Okay? What to do, how to do it, how to get out of it. Okay, when I have my attention fully on the future, stress does not hit me.
When you are prepared, you are less stressed.
At least about that. If there was a Category 5 hurricane coming, we'd bat the place down, protect ourselves, and say, dude, we're all right. Particularly if we'd been through a few of them. I got the water, I got the food, I got the necessary
The
items.
generator for the power. We're in a Category 5 building. We're going to be a little less stressed.
I might have stress about something else, but not about that, okay? So again, there's always a way to reduce the stress. When you reduce the stress, no meds are going to reduce stress by creating more knowingness. The medications might give you the sensation. I know something about medication, by the way. I don't need any comments about it. He's not a doctor. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I do know what I'm talking about because I have been medicated. And the problem with medication is medication might give me the sensation that I'm reducing stress, but my knowingness went down as well. Okay, and as soon as the inhibitor wears off, my knowingness is still low. My knowingness is low and my confidence starts getting lower because of the medication and the inhibitions. So again, the way to ultimately reduce risk, Warren Buffett says this, all the greats say this. Do you want to get rid of stress? You want to get rid of risk? Because we're really talking about risk. I'm at risk. Okay, so I'm feeling stressed. The way to reduce risk is to increase knowingness.
Woo! That's hot.
And that means I need to look at what can I control, not what I can't control, because I can't control what I can't control. What can I control? So I'm going to spend Friday 2 hours, get your family, your friends, uncles, aunts.
Same page.
The website is grantcardone.com/training, grantcardone.com/training. And this is about how can you take advantage of this crisis. Don't ever miss a good crisis. This is a good one too, folks. This one's going to be good. It's going to be wide. It's going to be deep.
The last one was good. I can't wait for this one. You were on fire.
The last one helped us so much. Okay, I didn't like it while I was going through it. This one is going to help.
The last crisis.
The last crisis, okay? This one's going to help a lot of people, and it's going to hurt a lot of people. You just got to decide what side of the ball do you want to get on? What side of the game do you want to be on? Where do you want to be when this is over, like Elena was talking about earlier? Wealthy people typically end up with more wealth on the other side of crisis. Ever since 1929, if you just go back and look at what wealthy people were doing in 1929, the entire period of time, there's a certain savings rate they hit. I'll be sharing that Friday. Where was their money going in 29, in 45, in 83 when I graduated, okay? Where was it going in 1995 when the savings and loan busted? Where did it go in 2000, 2001, 2008? Look, it's a trend and a strategy. They know how to play the game. They know how to shift and pivot.
They have a vision. They know how to plan.
Yeah.
Using imagination and wisdom.
And they're not going to get stuck in grief of yesterday. They're not going to get stuck in the denial of, oh my God, I lost something. These people don't even care that they lose stuff. I watched a guy one day lost $140 million. And it was like, let's go to breakfast. I'm like, man, you just lost $140 million. I saw it happen to him, okay? And I'm like, he's like, it's going to be fine, man. It's going to be fine. Because he knew it comes and goes, and I end up with more every time.
Wow.
So you just got to know how to be in the flow. He's like, Grant, there is no score without a flow. There has to be a flow. This goes both ways. It's like a battery, okay? You got to have both negative and positive. It's got to go back. But he's like, I just got to win most of the time. Not all the time. But you see, that comes from experience. So spend the day with me, spend the afternoon Friday with me, 3 p.m. I'll come to the studio, shoot it here. I'll be live. I'll take your questions if you want. grantcardone.com/training. Everybody, get out of stress. Alcohol won't do it. Pills won't do it. Weed will not do it permanently. The only way to get out of stress, okay, if you really want to enjoy all those other things, dude, get out of stress and then go see if you even want it anymore.
Right.
And the way to get out of stress is to get into knowingness and get back to winning. Okay.
Control, what
And
you
w-
said earlier. What can
control-
you control?
what can I
Knowing
control?
this brings more control
Yeah, yeah.
of your environment.
Yeah. So and the people around you, man, hey, like make sure you guys aren't eating each other up. In stress, we tend to start like Tiger King. Everybody turned on that dude. Not one person defended that guy. If you watch that show, they all end up consuming him and her. So both the people that were no good
Well, you know
end up
why
being no
COVID
good.
happened, right?
No.
Because of Carol Baskin.
Yeah, you goddamn right. Carol Baskin's the cause of everything.
I was going to say because of Carol effing Baskin.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
But, you
We
know,
got another
I'm
caller,
PG.
Johnny. I can't see you. One more caller. Let's talk to our last caller. Thank you guys for watching every Wednesday. By the way, please subscribe to the channel. You can see more of the G&E Show by hitting over there or hitting over there or somewhere, hitting somewhere. It just don't hit your wife.
We got Alex in Kansas.
Even if you want to.
Alex in Kansas.
Alex, what's up in the Kansas?
Hey, Uncle G and Aunt E, how are you?
Hey, man. What's up, man?
Hey, well, first off, big thank you to everything you've done. Love your 10X book. Love your Cardone University. I have two questions, one for you, one for Aunt E. And first one for you is, what recommendations do you have for a 28-year-old who just started his financial practice career the day that everything shut down?
Yeah. Is that for me or you?
Yeah.
I
That's
guess
you.
To preface, for Elena, what advice do you have for families that are supporting new business owners, financial practice owners during this time?
Yeah.
You want to take yours?
You take yours first.
Okay,
give
so-
me a second.
Okay, so for families who are supporting each other during these times, is that the question?
Yeah, so it'd be one for me, like, I'm a new salesman working in finance, for Grant, what would recommendations for me? But then for you, what would you recommend for, say the wives out there who are, married to an entrepreneur going through this time?
Well, look, everyone has to go through sacrifice phase. Everyone has to pitch in, especially if it's the female and it's the male that's out trying to be the breadwinner. Then she has to understand, you know what, there's probably not going to be a whole lot of like cuddle time right now, and she has to be okay with that. Like, if she has to run the family, if that's what they agreed on as far as their roles go, then she needs to run the family and keep everything smooth and calm and as stable as possible so that he can go through whatever he has to go through to hustle and bring in the income. If she's also bringing in the income, then he has to understand or mutually understand, look, we have to divide and conquer. We have to do what's going to be the best for us as a family. So certain things that may have been okay before might not be okay right now, but overall, everyone just has to have an awareness that it is stressful times and to take it easy on each other. Maybe bite your tongue. Maybe don't say that one thing that you wanted to say. Maybe walk out of the room, or maybe come back when everything is calm and figure out a way how to work together rather than attacking each other.
Yeah, and then the other part of that question is what should you be doing right now is like, look, man, financial planning is more on people's minds than ever. You guys got to figure out how to pivot this thing into, why should I? Okay, I was talking to a guy last night. He's a real estate broker, and he's like, look, nobody even wants to talk to me right now. Okay, the buyers are like, I'm a wait, and the sellers are like, I'm not taking that offer. And I'm like, look, you have to know how to handle people now. You got to handle objections. We are in a sales environment, just like 2008, when maybe it's going to be a little different because there's going to be so much free money here in a second. You're just going to have to call on people. But I would tell you two things. One, you got to become a great salesperson right now. You got to handle people's objections before they even come up. You got to become a true pro. If you like Cardone U, you need to dig in and go to another level on Cardone U and become a master. You need to know as much about Cardone U as I do. The second thing is, I would also look right now at where money's going to flow to. As a financial advisor, I would know everything about the stimulus. I'll be doing this on Friday, by the way, showing you where this money's moving to and how to tap into it. And I would, as a financial advisor, I would start having that as my opening. Let me help you with your SBA. Let me help you with the stimulus money. Let me help you to go back and capture 5 years of taxes, because nobody knows this is even there. Let me show you how to take some losses right now, this year, how to actually force a loss, and why it would be beneficial for you to lose money this year in order to grab 5 years. I mean, I discovered this last night, and I was like, first thing I did was text Sherry, hey, get my accountant on the phone today. I need to know the answer to this question. And again, I'll share it Friday, a little bit of a come on for you guys, okay?
Woo!
I'm going to share this question with you Friday. And when I got the answer back, I'm like, oh, wow. I could literally make more money off this one thing than I could make off of coming to work every day. I could make more money off this one move right here than possibly I've made in the last 2 years of income. So it's a huge thing that I'm going to share with you Friday.
GrantCardone.com/trading.
And that's what I would do, young man, if I was out there doing financial planning. If I'm selling real estate, I'm telling people right now, let me tell you something, Mr. Seller. This thing's going to get worse, not better. You were a seller 3 months ago. You're still a seller today. Now you're just scared. And I'm telling you, I'm giving you the best advice of your life. You don't sell now, you'll never sell your house. Your house has become, your asset has become a liability to you and your wife and your household. Sell this house. Let me list it. Let me get it going. Take what you can get and get the hell out of this house. I would scare people to death to get that listing. My name's Grant Cardone. This is Elena Cardone. The G&E Show's every Wednesday. And when we're not here doing this on Wednesdays, guess what? On Mondays, I'm doing real estate. Tuesdays, we're doing power players. Thursdays, I'm doing young hustlers. And on Friday, my favorite show of the week, the Cardone Zone. Straight up. You can find it on podcast, Stitcher, YouTube. Anywhere you are, just put in Cardone Zone. And I'm there for you so you don't have to do it alone.
And to wrap up, my last words, use this opportunity. If you're a couple, use this opportunity to figure out your purpose, where you're going, your plan, fortify, figure out how to divide and conquer, and achieve your goals together as a couple. Now's your opportunity. You get to have real talk and figure out how to really become a teammate right now. So like Grant says, don't let this pandemic.
Don't waste a good crisis.
Don't waste a good crisis. Now's your opportunity to get on the same page with your spouse.
Thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.